you'll always be with me. And you'll always be my brother. There's a couple of ways to help support this channel, and the easiest way is to like and subscribe. Wow, so easy! Another easy way to help support me is by using my affiliate links in the description. And the final way you can help support the channel is by supporting me directly by becoming a patron, where you can vote for patron selected commanders and get some behind the scenes action. The best way to help grow this channel is with the help of you guys. This video is sponsored by Collect Edition. They have a huge commander inventory and worldwide shipping, so check them out with the link in the description. Today we have a patron selected commander by Mr. Dread Pirate Roberts. Huh? That's pretty cool. Hey, he was like, bro, I really like your huge deck techs and I'd love you to make me a huge deck tech, and that was all I needed to hear. You guys know we're here for a silly goose time, but I'm gonna get a bit emo here before we start the deck tech. Dread Pirate Roberts is one of my first patrons, and I gotta say it really brings joy to my heart seeing all the support you people give me. It's not a secret, it's freaking hard to make it on YouTube, bro. But all it takes is a little subscribe from you guys to help grow the channel. That's all it takes, a little subscribe and boom, we're gonna make it to the moon someday, I promise you that. Do it! So thanks to all my subscribers. You guys are freaking awesome. Okay, that's enough emotions for today. Back to the immature penis jokes. Sydri, Galvanius genitalius. Esper mana, 2/2, human, artificer, pay 1 blue, target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost until end of turn. Pay 1 white and 1 black, target artifact creature gains death touch and lifelink until end of turn. We can build this in about, I don't know, 1 trillion different ways, but I thought of something freaking cool. Vehicles. That's right, guys. Who doesn't like cars, right? Maybe Paul Walker? We got ugly American cars like Ford. We got slick Japanese cars like a Toyota Toru. We even got boats. That's right, guys. You heard it here. You heard right. We got freaking boats in this deck tech, dude. First off, vehicles and big artifacts. V4, V6, Vagina. You name it, we have it. Then our Shenanigans. You can't spell artifacts without Shenanigans, and we run a couple of these in here. And of course, our ramp. All this is pretty expensive, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine. I mean, don't worry. We got a big, tasty, juicy guacamole ramp package. So once again, shout out to Dread Pirates Roberts for becoming a patron, and I hope you enjoyed those dick pics. Let's begin. So why vehicles? Cause we don't need to crew them. You can just use Sydri's ability to turn them into creatures. For like 3 blue mana, you can literally crew 3 vehicles. I don't run a billion of them, but just a really sweet one. So if you're not a fan of cars, don't worry, you might like this deck too. Nice. Parhelion Dodge Viper. 8 mana, 5/5, flying, first strike, vigilance. Whenever it attacks, you create 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance that are attacking. Crew 4. So for 3 Esper mana from Sydri, you turn this into an 8/8 flying, first strike, vigilance, lifelink, death touch that creates 2 Serra angels when it attacks. And after that, you can use the angels to crew it, so you don't even need Sydri anymore. If that doesn't butter your schnitzel, I don't know what will. Sky Sovereign Console Mercedes-Benz. 5 mana, 6/5, flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Another sweet one that can turn into 5/5 flying lightning bolt machine gun Kelly for 1 blue mana.
Oh my god.
Ara Honda Civic Express. 5 mana, 8/6 menace. That's it. Well, I mean, it's a 5/5 menace lifelink death touch with Sydri. You're starting to get the jizz. Subaru Light. 4 mana, 4/5, flying. Whenever Weatherlight deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on your bottom of the library in any order. Vroom vroom for artifact card advantage, mother truckers. Red Express. 4 mana, 4/4, trample. Whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Hey. A 4/4 trampler that gets bigger and bigger and bigger each turn. It's a basic card, but I love it.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Okay, enough with the vehicles, now for some big fat artifacts, or we could say artifacts. Get it? Because fat artifacts, artifacts. Akroma's Memorial, 7 mana. Creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black, protection from red. Really nice with Sydri, because for 1 blue mana, it becomes a 7/7 creature with all of the freaking abilities. It's like having an Akroma, but it's not Akroma. It's an artifact. And it is because Sydri changes it, and then it becomes a creature. So it's not really Akroma. It's not an angel. It's just an artifact. It turns in, well, it doesn't really turn to an angel. It turns in just
Nothing is impossible!
Spine of Isaturu. 7 mana, enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent. Hey, it's pretty good. When Spine of Isaturu is put into a graveyard, return it to its owner's hand. This card surely wasn't inspired by Paul Walker, because when it dies, it comes back. Forsaken Elon Musk, 5 mana, colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever you tap a permanent for colorless, add an additional colorless. Whenever you cast a colorless, you gain 2 life. This one becomes a 7/7 jabroni and boosts all your other jabronis as well, and helps you ramp as well, and gives you life as well, and that's enough. Now for a couple of shenanigans, fresh and popping hot out of the oven. Karn, Chevrolet Golem, serves as a backup for goaltender Sydri just in case. He's a 5 mana 4/4 golem. Whenever he blocks or becomes blocks, he gets -4/+4 until end of turn. Hey wizards, that's a freaking horrible ability. Fuck! But hey, pay 1, target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its converted mana cost until end of turn. Now what's really stupid with turning non-creature artifacts into creatures with power and toughness equal to their mana cost? Mycosynth Lattice. All permanents are artifacts in addition to their other types. Why? Turns everything into artifacts. So for 1 blue mana with Sydri or 1 colorless mana from Karn, you can machine gun Kelly down your opponent's lands, turning them into 0/0 creatures and killing them on the spot. Better call me Ronald McFucking-Donald, cause I'm salty as fuck, boy!
Yeah, boy.
Or if you have a pretty good board state, you can even drop March of the Machines. Each non-creature artifact is an artifact with power and toughness equal to its converted mana cost. So all lands are 0/0s with Mycosynth Lattice, wiping all lands, and then you just have to attack with your huge artifacts that are all creatures now. Now I understand why Jesus never came back. Trinket, trophy, treasure, oh my. I love these jabronis, they get the job done, and after that they can die. We don't give a shit anymore. Hey, I'll kill them myself if I have to, with cards like Singular Combator. 5 mana, each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control and sacrifice the rest. Players can cast creatures or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn. Really sweet where your commander wipes most of the board and clears the way for your non-creature artifacts to wreck some faces. Huh? Pretty sweet, right?
Divine Reckoning.
Each player chooses a creature they control, destroy the rest, flash crack. Pretty much the same concept as single combat. Phyrexian Scriptures, 4 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, it becomes an artifact. Then destroy all non-artifact creatures. Then exile all cards from all opponents' graveyards. This card is freaking bonkers, dude. Turn Sydri into an artifact and then wipe every non-creature artifact? Huh? Amazing-a-ling. Now boy, let's not forget we're gonna be gaining a shitload of life, so yeah, life equals Aetherflux Reservoir. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. Pay 50 life, deals 50 damage to target creature or player. Now what's cooler than attacking with a reservoir and then shooting people with it, huh? What's cooler than that, huh? No, you tell me. You tell me. What's cooler than attacking with a freaking reservoir and then shooting people with it? I'm waiting. You tell me. Go ahead. Bolay says a site that deal 6 mana. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. Tap, sacrifice 10 non-land permanent. Each opponent loses 10 life. A pretty big win con if you ask me. Pay the price, pay the life, you know what I mean? Mirror works. Always been a big fan of this card. 5 mana. Whenever another non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. For 2 mana, you get another thing. 2 things for 2 mana. The more things I have, the happier I am. Man, I love things. Oh.
Okay.
Jamon Mirror. 3 mana, 2/2 flash. You may cast artifact spells as though they had flash. Huh? Playing stuff at instant speed is the definition of shenanigans. Dance of the freaking mans. X, white, blue. Return up to X target artifacts and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If X is 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 creatures in addition to their other types. Really sweet value card early on, or a win con later on, you decide. Now for some ramp. Brother, I'll ramp, you'll ramp, the whole family's gonna ramp, you know what I mean? Shitload of mana rocks. I don't need to go through that. You know what they are. You know who it is. You know what they is. You know who they is. You know who they know. You know who it is. Mana rocks. Play them. Yujin, the inevitable. 6 mana, 4 loyalty counters. Colorless spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. What? Do I even need to read the rest? That's amazing. I don't even need the rest, but I'll read it anyways. +1, exile the top card of your library face down and look at it. Look at it. You have to look at it. Create a 2/2 colorless spirit creature token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card in your hand. -3, destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Casting all your 2 mana rocks for free since 1923. Chief Engineer. Okay, they're chief. Stop bragging so much. Okay, you're a chief. Hey, nobody cares, chief. Hey, okay. Hey, this guy's a chief. Nobody cares.
Oh my god!
Artifact spells you cast have Convoke. Hey, simple yet effective. Delirium Sculptor. 1 mana less to go, please. Foundry Inspector. Uno manato lesso to go to, pleaso. Grand Architect, 3 mana, 1/3. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. Pay 1 blue, target artifact creature becomes blue until end of turn. Tap an untap blue creature you control, add 2 colorless. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. Always been a fan of this guy. Employee of the Year at Ford. Urza, Mazda Artificer, 4 mana, 1/4, comes into play, create a 0/0 colorless creature artifact token. This creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Tap an untapped artifact you control, add a blue. Pay 5, shuffle your library, then exile the top card. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. Creates a Mazda 3 token when he comes into play, but you know the tap and untap artifact, add a blue. That's really strong. Well, in fact, the token as well, and the other ability as well, and it's just a really strong card. Yes. Hey, a card that's pretty cool with Urza, Blink Moth Urn, 5 mana at the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase. If Blink Moth Urn is untapped, that player adds colorless for each artifact they control. Mana for me, mana for everybody! And Dreamstone Hedron, 6 mana, tap, add 3, pay 3, tap, sacrifice, draw 3 cards, attacking with the mana rock. What a time to be alive! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.